Kaskolba North Eastern Hill University mentakano paisi kalapan tepat ba bakan peniad bet shakhmat ban pyntreikam yaka National Education Policy aja arpo na do katayo ka baningkong jo benai nailal aja arpulai haki jaka puli ki bapher ki ban penyesa bak Kaskolba NEHU haga jikra mekla pathai kubor mentak kasingi khat khandai tring unai tung aja arpulai nakaliang Vice Chancellor ka University Professor Prabha Shankar Shukla ulong bayakani karai la shimlang hadien jong jingalang bat ki principal jong ki college bapher balakmi lentiru baka policy kan long ka jimutoy nak penta ki samla puli lemba ka jinga toy lang baki college baki skill development center hapo ka jilla bansandor ya kasap kapong jo ki samla puli
NEHU and role of the North Eastern Hill University in overall academic development of the northeastern region of the country. Since 1973, NEHU along with their teachers are working with the objective how to rise up and build the society of the Northeast. One more thing I would like to mention here. Someone already even mentioned that before my joining I received a call from the Meghalaya. What is your main objective after the joining as Vice Chancellor of North Eastern Hill University, Shillong, Meghalaya? At that time, I clearly mentioned that my objective is to implement National Education Policy 2020 for the benefit of the Meghalaya and generation and for the benefit of the youth of the country. And after my joining, I am already doing the rigorous effort for implementation of new education policy in the university. We already have implemented new education policy for the PG student and the academic session of 2022-23. For UG student, we had already circulated letter to all the affiliated colleges of the NEHU to implement new education policy from coming academic session, which is going to start from the 1st August 2023. Our Prime Minister is and also the Chief Minister of the Meghalaya time to time we are mentioning about the startups and other. And NEHU is already doing the work in this area. That's why before few days, one news published by the Sri Lankan Times, Innovation Center of the Tura campus produced more than 1 ton honey, organic honey, with the help of the local people. So we have already started the work in this area. Another thing is going to develop a new platform in the campus of the NEHU, especially for the employment of the NEHU students first. Second, going to give the chance to all students of all the affiliated colleges. And third, also going to involve the local society. So with this way, even I will be in position to bridge up the gap between the society and the NEHU, and also with this way, I can say the student of the Meghalaya will be benefited, and they have the opportunity to work with the industry, different kind of industry in the country. We already had signed more than 5 companies to develop a academia and industry relationship. And we have more than 6,000, I'm saying more than 6,000 positions for the young generation of the Meghalaya, some for the even common graduate student, some for specific area graduate, either the tourism or the chemistry or the BTech and others, and some for the जो है MBA student. We are just going to provide a platform and going to conduct the interview in the first week of the जो है August.
Colleges implement NEP in those colleges.
Actually, I think how many are present in the meeting conducted by the state government? I don't know. Education Minister is already there and CM is also there. We already discussed each and every point. First year, there is no any other infrastructure is required for implementation of new education policy. And everything already has been circulated to all the principals. He already mentioned, we already circulated a letter to all the principals. Even given the chance, if you have any problem, write a letter to the me. We have this problem. Definitely, I will be in position to conduct the training and other programs for the colleges. Even though if I am not able to solve their problem, I am ready to give him a chance for 1 year. So all the type of facilities is already available for implementation of new education policy in the colleges. But what is our objective? Our objective of the colleges, our objective of the university to shape the better future of our young generation. And all the principals are agree with this. We are doing our job. And university is taking the initiative. No, earlier I don't know how many vice chancellors have taken such kind of decision. But after my joining, I am taking decision. Even I am doing the rigorous effort for the betterment and of the student better quality of the student, better even academic environment of the student, and also not only the environment, also the employment of the student. That's why today I am in position to say that I have more than 5,000 positions for the student or young generation of the Meghalaya. And the first week going to conduct the interview, and this is the best and good benefit for the young generation of the Meghalaya. Even it's a choice of the student. And same thing is also available in the new education policy. First year, if students are not in position to complete their degree, he or she can drop out and can take part in the interview, serve 2 to 3 years in the industry, and again join the classes in second year. Second year, after completion of the second year, they must receive the diploma. And third year, the degree. The new education policy is totally framed on the basis of choice of the young generation. They have the chance to exit. They have the chance to entry. Earlier education policies were not like that. But this education, that's why the dropout percentage was, I think, more in the past years. And as I remember, the dropout percentage of the Meghalaya is more than 9%. More than 9%. This is already happening. So I would like to reduce the dropout percentage of the student. So this is my objective.
2020. We would like to bring to the kind notice of the public that consequent of the 110th meeting of the Academic Council of the University, the Academic Council has duly endorsed the implementation of the new education policy 2020 from the coming academic session, and which is also endorsed by the Executive Council of the University, and will be starting the 4-year undergraduate program in as envisaged by the NEP 2020 regulations, with effect from the coming academic sessions. A proper communication has been made to the principals of the affiliated colleges of the university as well, to all the concerned stakeholders with the NEHU, along with NEHU. And we have been rigorously working on the new education policy. As we all know, we have set up, right sir? We have set up a committee on the implementation of new education policy, chaired by Professor Sherwin M. Sangor, who is also now the chairperson of the State Education committee to implement this new state education committee. Her team, Professor Suma, along with her team, has done a rigorous job in framing the new education syllabus for the undergraduate courses, and which has been, as I've already mentioned, has been passed by the Academic Council and duly endorsed by the Executive Council. I will clarify this thing to you. In the letter which we have sent to the principal of all affiliated colleges, there's one line here which mentions that you may also kindly take note that in case your institution finds it extremely difficult to go ahead with the proposed implementation of the 4-year undergraduate program scheme right away, you can approach the university authority detailing your difficulties and giving due justification in support. Subject to your justifications being reasonable, the university may consider to extend the implementation timeline of the new scheme at your esteemed institution by another academic year at the most. So the letter is very clear that we will be giving time to them, because there are colleges which are ready to implement 4-year undergraduate programs. Let me bring one more thing here. See, most of the central universities in the country have already started 4-year undergraduate programs. So it will be difficult for our students to to compete with the 4-year to compete with the students from the rest of the country, because when they go and compete for higher studies, say for masters or postgraduates or PhDs, they will find it difficult to compete with those students. So that's why it's very, very necessary that we train our students, we prepare our students to compete with the students with the rest of the country. Therefore, also keeping in mind that some of the colleges may not be ready as yet, so therefore we have given this time frame that provided that they give proper justification.